Helps if I push that button, you'll be able to hear me better. One, two, check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I got here about 11:15, and literally there was nobody in this park. No players, no nothing. I had to call Coach Knapp and say, the game's still here, isn't it? Okay, here, I'll send you some spots.
KACA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Good time with Alan.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Knock off, Philly.
Last year, he didn't want to have to pay to get into the basketball games. So I said, well, I'll get you in for free, but you got to come run my camera for me.
Alan should have a lifetime pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Hey, it's me. Okay, we're going about 4 minutes.
Thanks, Ryan.
So I have, what do you have on the
Hey.
studio? Eight, okay. I have 8 as well. So when we get to 51, I will go. Okay. So you want me to stay on the line, or you want to just go from there? I think we're good. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye. All right.
Like that one I hung to Philly, that 2-seam, I literally just pushed it. I didn't rip it. I didn't
Me? You talking to me? Aw, thanks. Me? No, it's just JP. Barely. It's just JP. And so I'm like, if we didn't have this, I absolutely would go over and chip it down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I totally would. If I had nothing else, I mean, like, not like, oh, there's nothing else to do. If I didn't have a chip I was playing, I would have gotten a ride with the JP 98 stuff. But parents say like, hey, what do I do? But since I have a kid playing.
All right, John, if you can hear me back there, we'll go here in about 30 seconds.
Yes, they are. Just a second. I got it. Timing. I got it. I like how you ignore the calls. What if it was important? What if I was and I needed you? Well, I didn't know if you were coaching.
No, you're not.
I know. I didn't know if you were coaching. I didn't want to.
Now, let's go. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody, as we come to you today from Malad, as today the Preston Indians will take on the Malad Dragons as they make the return trip back to Malad after the Dragons came to Preston earlier this month. Dan Hubbard with you here from Malad this afternoon. John Beverly back in studio. Glad to have you with us here for a little matinee baseball here on a Saturday as the Indians coming off a loss in their last time out a couple of days ago against Pocatello. Now 10-5-1 overall on the year. Will take on the Malad Dragons, who are 5-6 on the season. For the Indians, well, trying to bounce back from a tough performance against Pocatello, a game in which they scored just 1 run on 2 hits. They were lost 12-1 in the game and lost 2 out of 3 in the series against the Preston, against the Pocatello Thunder, I should say. And they'll try to bounce back here this afternoon against the Dragons. The first meeting between these two teams in Preston way back on April 16th. A game that really got out of control in a hurry for the Dragons as Preston scored 19 runs in the first 2 innings and went on to win the game by a final score of 25-4. Hopefully have a little bit better ball game for you today, a little closer game as the Dragons come in a game under 500. They're 5-6-1, as Preston, as we mentioned, 10-5-1 overall on the year. Indians going through their infield drills, as you can see, for those watching today on mylocalradio.com. Right now, we'll step away. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, have a little bit more for you, including the lineups as we continue right after this.
KACA. KACA.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
The difference between great taste and tastes great. Here's an example. When you shop at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, it shows that you have great taste. The items that you get at Stokes Market taste great. Whether it's from their fresh produce department, the meat department, the deli, or the dairy, you'll find it tastes great when you show your great taste. As you shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
KACH.
Well, welcome back here to Malad as the Indians and the Malad Dragons. We're getting ready to roll around here on a Saturday afternoon as we welcome you back here to the ballpark here this afternoon as the Indians sending Seth Burbank to the mound today against the Dragons, as the Dragons will counter with Brayler Tripp on the mound here this afternoon. For Malad here in this final game of the regular season for both teams here today, as the Indians know they'll be facing the Century Diamondbacks in the first round of the playoffs. Still not exactly sure when. Also heard the other day as we're leaving Pocatello that they've changed the format of the playoffs around a little bit. The one that would now mirror what they do at the 5A level. Haven't had any kind of confirmation on that as of yet. But that's kind of what we are expecting, which means that Preston and Century would play in the first game of the district tournament. Loser goes home, and then the winner advances to play Pocatello in a best 2 out of 3 situation. But again, haven't had any confirmation of that or haven't had any dates released as of yet as well. So we're still waiting to find out. And we'll worry about that as we get closer. Right now, we still got a ball game to play here on this Saturday. So we'll take another timeout real quick, and we'll come right back here to Malad. Get ready for the opening pitch coming up right after this.
KACA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
Let's go, batter up. We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
Today's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion when you need a professional to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, we have all the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. Motor Jungle, looking for a used car? Stop by and see what Motor Jungle has to offer. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game, in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, is strictly prohibited. Well, we welcome you back here to Malad as we're about ready to play some baseball here on a Saturday, as the Indians and the Dragons ready to meet here from the final game of the regular season for the Preston Indians. And we'll give you the lineup here as Braylor Tripp goes through his warm-up tosses for the Dragons. For Preston, Ashton Madsen will lead off. He is the shortstop today. It'll be Damon Inglet, the designated hitter, to hit second. Chase Oxborough, the first baseman, will hit in the 3 spot. Damon Wynn, the center fielder, will hit 4th. Carson Chugg is over in right, and he'll hit 5th. Austin Glead plays at second base. He'll hit in the 6th hole. Seth Burbank on the mound today for the Indians will hit 7th. Trevor Gregory will bat 8th, and he is at third base. And then Emery Thorson is the starting left fielder today. He'll hit in the number 9 spot. As also here for the Indians, Eli Hammonds will do the catching again today, and he will not hit. He's the flex player, but he is the starting catcher here this afternoon. As got some folks coming in right here around home plate. Other than that, got a pretty good crowd here on a Saturday. Just a little bit of overcast, no real wind, and it's fairly comfortable. Here's the first pitch to Madsen as he takes the curveball from Tripp, and it's 0-1. Ashton, who was 2 for 5 in that first game against the Dragons back in Preston, takes the 0-1 pitch inside, and it's a ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. But like just about everybody else on the Preston lineup, was pretty much throttled as the breaking ball doesn't and stays inside and hits Madsen. No real malice in that. It was just a plain off-speed breaking pitch that really didn't break. And Tripp hits the first batter that he sees here, in the first inning. And down to first base goes Ashton Madsen. So the leadoff man aboard for the Indians. And here now is Damon Inglet as he takes the first pitch for a ball, ball one. Got these people right back here behind home plate trying to hook a camera to the fence as they're off having all kinds of trouble. And the pitch is on the corner this time, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Tripp works out of the stretch. Madsen with a lead over at first. And Tripp's going to come home. And the next pitch to England is hit foul back into the screen. And it'll stay at go rather to 1-2 here against England. Damon, of course, Preston, who only had 2 hits in the game at Pocatello the other day. A run on 2 hits is all they got. And they got both of those hits all coming in the same inning. There goes the runner and on the hit and run play, and the pitch hit foul down the right field side, and Madsen will come back to first. Inglet 0 for 3 in that game, as was Madsen. In fact, the only guys that had hits in the game, Oxborough had 1 and Trevor Gregory had the other, an RBI single that drove in the only run that Preston scored in the game. Here comes the next pitch home to Inglet. Bouncer toward third. That's going to be a foul ball. And once again, Madsen will come back to first base. So for Preston, 10-5-1. They're 2-3 in district play. The loss on Thursday against the Thunder locked up the district championship for the Thunder. As there goes Madsen, pitches it inside in the dirt, and he'll steal second base without a play. So another stolen base for Ashton. Now he gets a walking lead away from second, and they're going to step off and bluff back there as Tripp didn't like the lead that Madsen had, so he wanted to try to keep him just a little bit closer. Now Tripp ready again, comes home to Inglet, and the pitch misses down or away. And the count runs full, 3-2. So just the top of the first inning on this Saturday. Glad to have you along with us here. As again, they'll throw back to second base. And Madsen hops back on the bag as Briggs had snuck in behind him. Now Tripp's 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner. There goes the ball. Hit into center field. And that actually it's a ground ball to short, actually. And the throw's not in time. So a good hustle for Inglet as he'll reach on the infield hit. And then Madsen running on the pitch ends up over at third, the hit and run play. First hit of the game for the Indians, and now here's Chase Oxborough to hit from the left side. So lefty-lefty matchup, and the first pitch to Chase hit in the air to center. That's going to be right where Braston hangs out. He makes the catch, gets it back in, but it'll be a scoring fly ball as Madsen comes in to score, and it's 1-0 Indians. So the sac fly for Oxborough picks up the run as Preston breaks on top. There's one out. Inglet stays over at first base. A little runner at first, going to run in. Here is Damon Wynn. There goes the runner on the first pitch, hit and run play, hit towards second. As there's Briggs, he'll play it back over to first in time for the out. So Inglet moves up as Kenny Inglet trying to pull out the stops and get things rolling here early here today as he puts on the hit and run play as it's a ground out. But Damon Inglet safe at second base. So now there's 2 outs, and here's Carson Chug here in the top of the first inning. First pitch to Carson, breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. That game the other day in Pocatello, Brady Birch was simply outstanding. Allowed just the run on 2 hits over 6 innings to really throttle back the Preston offense. As that pitch is inside. Kind of backs Chug back off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Not only did Birch only allow 2 hits, but he struck out 11 over 6 innings of work. Now here comes the 2-0. It's on the corner for a called strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Glenn Tripp up on top, comes back again, a little breaking ball that misses down and runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. So 2 outs here in the first. Preston with a run trying to score a few more. And the 3-1 offering is a little ground ball up along third. That'll be a fair ball handled there by the third baseman. Then as he gets ready to throw, Higley has it just squirt out of his hand. Would have been a tough play anyway. We'll give Chug a hit because the third baseman, Higley, really was going to have, because he had to run up the line to field it and just had it run up his arm. So it'll go as an infield hit. Now here's Austin Glead. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. And the first pitch to Glead misses outside. Today's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Remember, they're breaking ground on phase 3 now. So it's the time to contact them about a lot or design options for a home to be built for you. There goes the runner. The pitch hit foul back into the screen. And Chug will have to come back. So contact Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. That's 435-232-1837. So Chug back to first base. Runners at the corners. A run in here in the top of the first inning. Tripp ready and comes home again. And that ball's going to be hit in the air to the right side. Coming up in a hurry is the right fielder, and it'll be the second baseman, Briggs, to call him off as Glead pops up to end the inning. Preston has to settle for the 1 run on 2 hits in the inning. They also hit batter, and they leave a couple of men on base. We're done with a half inning here this afternoon. We'll go to the bottom of the first. After a half inning, it's the Indians 1 and the Malad Dragons coming to bat.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Hey, ranchers and growers, remember you can start your day with the latest information and market trends. It's the Morning Farm Block. Weekday mornings at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
1-0 Indians as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's give you the Malad lineup as they come up here for the first time. As Jalen Ward will lead it off. He is the left fielder. Bridger Baston is the center fielder. He'll hit second. Chase Briggs hits third. He is the second baseman this afternoon. Kyler Horsley bats fourth. He is the shortstop. Stetson Higley hits fifth and plays at third base. Gordon Combs, the catcher, hits sixth. Vincent Evans hits seventh. He plays at first base. Brady Scholl, the right fielder, hits eighth. And the pitcher, Brayler Tripp, will bat ninth. So here we go, 1-0 Preston as we go to the bottom of the first, and Jalen Ward, the left fielder, leads it off. First pitch from Burbank, misses down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Seth works out of the stretch even though there's nobody on base. Out switches, which helps a lot. Helps really minimize your mechanics and minimize mistakes. But he comes home and that pitch is high and it's 2 balls and no strikes. It helps keep your rhythm and mechanics and everything moving forward and keeps them simple. We don't have to change back and forth from the stretch to the windup. 2-0 pitch. That's over for a strike this time, and it's 2-1. For Ward, in that first game against the Indians that Malad lost, he was 0 for 3 in that game. And the 2-1 pitch on the corner for a strike. Good pitch from Burbank. Able to spot the fastball in the outside half, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burbank ready again. Here's the 2-2 offering. Breaking ball, misses outside. And runs the count full, 3-2. So Seth back up on top again. And here he comes with a 3-2 offering. Ground ball foul up along the first base side. And he'll do it again. The count stays full, 3-2. Today's game brought to you by Franklin Medical Center, providing the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. So a new ball for Burbank. And here comes the 3-2. And it misses down low, ball 4. So Ward draws a walk to lead off here in the bottom of the first inning. As Burbank walks the first man that he faces, and that'll bring up Bridger Baston, the center fielder. We'll set the defense for you with the Indians with the leather here in just a minute. As Baston's going to bunt, gets it back toward Burbank, who stumbles and falls coming off the mound, and it'll be an infield hit. So Bridger Baston, not a good bunt, but it was good enough to where Burbank tried to come down off the mound and field it and stumbled trying to change directions and ended up not being able to keep his footing, and it goes an infield hit. And there's 2 men on base here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Briggs, and Briggs takes the first pitch down low, ball 1, 1 ball with no strikes. Next pitch, again, a good bunt up along the third base side, and again, Burbank will have no play. So back-to-back bunt singles in the infield, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. So a walk and a couple of infield bunts loads the bases, and now here's Kyler Horsley. Horsley hits the first pitch on the ground up the middle. There's Matz in the glove near the bag. Throw back to first. It's Oxborough can't control it. 1 run is in. Here comes the second runner to the plate, and he will score on the air at first base. So Bridger comes in to score when Oxborough can't control the throw. And just like that, it's 2-1. Ladd here in the bottom of the first inning. So Horsley picks up 1 RBI and reaches on the fielder's choice. Bridger's out 6 unassisted on the force play at second base on the ground ball for the first out of the inning. So here's Hiley as a pitch in the dirt, and the runner going pops out of the glove of Hammonds, and down to second base goes Horsley. Pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-1. Hiley, the third baseman, had 1 hit in that game back in early April in Preston. Ladd, as a team that day, had 7 hits overall. Burbank ready again, looks back at second base, and he doesn't want to come home. Horsley with a pretty big walking lead, so he backs off just to make sure Horsley stays close to the bag. Now back off to a walking lead again. Glead sneaks in behind him, and now retreats to his position as the pitch comes in on the hands. Fly ball to right. Chug able to make the catch, throw back to second base, and they double off Horsley, and that will end the inning. So the fly ball to right turns into a double play as Horsley unable to get back, and he's out 9-6 for the force to end the inning. However, the Dragons come up with a couple of runs in the inning on 2 hits And there was one Preston error, and they leave no one on base. We're done with an inning. We'll go to the second here this afternoon. From Malad, it's the Dragons 2 and the Indians 1.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street in Preston.
KACH.
Well, that gets 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. As now Preston will come back up. They'll send the bottom third of the order to the plate here in the second inning. Burbank, Gregory, and Emery Thorson as they trail by a run here now. As they get 1 run in the top of the first, and Ben Malad comes back with a pair of their own. So a very comfortable day here on a Saturday out in Malad. Just a light, gentle breeze, partly cloudy conditions. As Tripp ready to go here in the first pitch home to Burbank, the opposite number, and pitches outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. With just we told you, a little bit of a light breeze, although it has picked up since the first pitch here in the game here this afternoon. As the pitch outside again, 2 balls and no strikes. Tripp's 2-0 offering is rifle rather just outside of first and foul. "56 degrees today here at the start of play here this afternoon. Here comes the 2-1 offering. Again, Burbank hits it on the ground to the first baseman, who will carry it to the bag in time for the out. And Burbank is out, 3 unassisted for the first out here in the top of the second inning. Today's game brought to you by Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle is the new place to look for used cars in the Preston area. Stop by and see them at 597 North State Street. See what kind of selection they have. Motor Jungle in Preston. Here is Trevor Gregory. Hits the first pitch foul into the screen, and it's 0-1 on Trevor. Gregory, as we mentioned, had only 2 hits in that game the other day at Pocatello against the Thunder. Takes the 0-1 pitch high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He also walked and struck out, so he was 1 for 2 officially in the game. As that pitch again misses down and away, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Here comes Tripp's 2-1 offering. Hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well, but right there is Scholl. He's there and puts that away for the second out. So 2 outs, and then now the number 9 hitter, Emery Thorson, will come to the plate. Emery, who came into that 3-game series with Pocatello swinging just about the hottest bat on the team, but Pocatello did a really good job in just cooling him off. Had a hard time for him to get on base. In fact, in the last game at Pocatello, he was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He did have 1 hit in game 2 of the doubleheader back in Preston earlier in the week, and that was his only hit of the series. As he takes the pitch high here, And Tripp ready to go again. Roxon comes home. And the next pitch to Thorson's a ground ball to third. Nice play there. Hiley able to dig it out of the dirt, then dropped it. In doing so, he loses the play. So Thorson will reach on an error by Hiley over at first base. And with 2 outs and a man at first, we'll go back to the top of the order now. And Ashton Madsen, who was hit by a pitch and scored the Preston run in the top of the first inning, now comes to the plate. Keep an eye on Thorson with 2 outs and see if they're going to start him over at first base as the pitch is inside and it's 0-1. Check that 1-0. Tripp ready, the lefty coming home, and that pitch is again outside, and that's 2-0. Of course, with Madsen hitting from the left side, that literally leaves a big hole on the right side of the infield for him to shoot one through. There goes the runner, and there goes the ball, but it's foul. Just outside of the right field line as Madsen got the big end of the bat out in front of it and pulled it just foul. And it's 2 balls and a strike. So the hit and run play on. Let's see if they try it again at 2-1. Tripp back up on top, looks over at Thorson. There he goes. And again, the ball hit in the air off the first base side. It's the first baseman giving ground, and Evans. And I would say you can't really see because of where the dugout is, but it looks like Evans could not make the play. So Madsen again will come back to home plate now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. So 2-2 on Ash with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Tripp ready again. Now the 2-2 pitch. Good breaking ball that Madsen able to just reach out and just poke foul just to stay alive. So again, Thorson will head back to first base. Kind of gets over to first base and lets out a big puff of air when he's running wind sprints. We're starting all these foul balls that Madsen keeps hitting. As again, he's running on the pitch, and again, it's a fly ball to the right side. And here comes the right fielder, Scholl. He's able to put it away, and the Indians are gone here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, an error, and they leave one. We're done with an inning and a half. As we go along here to the bottom of the second, it's the Dragons 2 and the Indians 1.
KACH.
The savings continue this month at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Save $24 on 8 Autolite XP spark plugs after mail-in rebate. You can save 25% when you mix or match 2 or more select Valvoline products. And make your car shine this spring when you buy one, get one 50% off on select appearance products. Stop by and save today at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street. Prices are good through May 25th. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
So we move along here to the bottom of the second inning with the Dragons on top, 2-1. And after they sent 6 men to the plate in the bottom of the second, they also will start with the bottom third of the order coming up here in the bottom of the second. It's Combs, Evans, and Scholl due up here for the Dragons. They scored a couple of runs, could have been worse, as Preston, who committed an error to allow the second run to come in, but then able to get a double play to end the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch here to to Combs. Is a breaking ball in the inside half for a called strike. Hold on. Home plate umpire wants to come out in front of home plate and kind of sweep off the home plate area. Very dry dirt around the infield and home plate area here. Of course, water being such a precious commodity here in a agricultural area like southern Idaho is, you can't really afford, as the pitch is inside and hits Combs, he'll head down to first base. You can't really afford the water to keep the infield surface moist and hydrated to get true accurate bounces off the infield. So the hit batter, Combs heads down to first. Now here's Vincent Evans, the first baseman. Evans, who played in that first game on the year between the two teams but did not have an at-bat. He was hit for. He was the flex player, so the designated hitter hit for him in that game as he takes the pitch up high, ball one ball and no strikes. So Combs over at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Burbank ready again, comes home. The next pitch swung on and missed. There goes the runner, and the throw from Hammonds is behind him as he steals it. So Combs moves up into scoring position as he swipes second base. There's the trucks rumbling by here back behind us, behind the ballpark. Next pitch home from Burbank. Breaking ball missed inside. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Combs at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Burbank looks back at him, comes back with the next pitch, and there he goes again. And nope. I'm not sure what they did. They call timeout. So apparently Evans asked for and got timeout before the pitch was thrown. So no pitch, and it stays at 2 balls and a strike. And Evans now back up into the box. Next pitch home again misses down low. It's 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Burbank's 3-1 offering with the runner going is, as that ball was dropped there by Hammonds. Now it's 3-1. It's actually 3-2. So Evans now with a full count pitch coming as Combs steals third base. And now he's over there. Still nobody out in the inning. Burbank's 3-2 pitch is down and away, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Seth. Puts runners at the corners and still nobody out. And now here's the right fielder, Brady Scholl. As Scholl comes to the plate with a bright pink bat. I don't know if you can see it or not for those watching on mylocalradio.com. It also resembles a lightsaber when it's turned on in the Star Wars sagas, as Burbank wants to come home, back off rather, before coming home. So runners at the corners here for the Dragons, threatening for more runs after getting 2 in the first. And there goes the ball, hit off the right side. It's in the right field for a hit. It's 3-1. Runners move up, and stopping at second base is Vincent as Scholl picks up an RBI hit and makes it 3-1. Malad here in the bottom of the second inning. First hit of the inning here in the second, and the third overall for the Dragons. Now here's the number 9 hitter, Braylor Tripp, the starting pitcher today. Tripp drew the caller in the first meeting of the year between the two teams. He was 0 for 3. Squares to show bunt and does get it down. The bunt is foul. So runners at first and second. Still nobody out here as the wind's starting to gust just a little bit more here at the ballpark here this afternoon. So Tripp back up there from the left side again. Bunted the ball the first time, so they're going to let him swing this time. They do, and he swings through it, and it's 0-2. So Burbank jumps ahead of Tripp, no balls and 2 strikes. As Seth back up on top again, sets, and going to go back to second base. As Madsen snuck in behind Evans out there at second base, but the throw too late coming back through. No balls and 2 strikes on Brayler Tripp. Burbank looks back at second base again, now sets at the letters. And here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Runner going to third on a bounce. Gregory has it in the throw, gets him. Nice dig by Gregory over at first base. It's a strikeout, throw out, double play. As the strikeout from Tripp, and Vincent is out 2-5, caught stealing. So back to the top of the order now, and Jalen Ward, the man at second base, as Scholl safe at second on the back half of the double steal. As the first pitch is rolled foul over on the first base side, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Burbank ready again. Next pitch, breaking ball. Nice save to keep it from going to the backstop as Hammond's able to slide out there and make the stop before it got away from him. Trying to do some adjusting here of equipment in the wind. As that pitch again over for a strike. Good pitch by Seth, and now it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Now Burbank a pitch away from getting out of the inning without allowing a run. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses, and the count is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Burbank looks back at second base and comes home again here to Ward. The 2-2 offering swung on and missed. Good job by Burbank to bow his neck and get out of the problem as it allows no 1 run in the inning. 1 run on the 1 hit batter, and 1 man left on base. As we're done with 2 here this afternoon, as we'll go to the third. Preston trailing by a couple. It's 3-1. Malad leading. We'll be right back.
KACA. KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Find out the latest on livestock trends and ag information with Rick Haynes. It's Haynes at the Range, Saturday mornings at 10 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Top of the third inning, and the first pitch here to Devin England is rolled foul outside of third. It's 0-1. This inning, half inning, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Whatever you might need for your car to keep it running right, go stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street in downtown Preston. The 0-1 pitch misses outside and low. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of activity around the ballpark. As you can hear, kids on their scooters riding by my position. But that's okay because, you know, it's a good day to be outside. As the pitch down low to Inglet bounces away from the catcher. And Devin back up there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch home from Tripp. Breaking ball that just kind of floats outside. Not much break to it. As the pitch misses away. As Tripp winds again, the lefty comes home. The next pitch to Inglet. Hit in the air on the first base side. Coming over to have a look is the first baseman, Evans. And able to put a squeeze on it for the first out as Inglet fouls out. So there's 1 out, and now here's Chase Oxborough who had the scoring fly ball to get the Indians off and running early with a run at the top of the first inning. So here's Ox. The first pitch to Chase, hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well as Sewell coming over into the gap and going back, and the right fielder, or center fielder rather, gets out there near the fence and stumbling makes the catch. Great catch for the second out. So as Jerry Coleman used to say, you can hang a star on that one. Great catch. And now here is Damon Wynn. Wynn pulls that first pitch foul and out of play. So the first pitch to Wynn hit foul. Tripp, after allowing a run in the first inning, has settled down. He's a retired 6 of the last 7 Preston hitters that he has faced. As that ball hit along the right field line. And again, Sewell chases it over into the corner and there to make the catch. And the Indians are gone 1-2-3 here in the top of the third inning. So Preston goes in order, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. After 2.5, it's Malad 3, Preston 1.
KACA.
Used vehicles retain their value longer than new vehicles do. That's a fact. So when you're shopping for a vehicle, don't forget to look at the pre-owned vehicles you'll find at Motor Jungle in Preston. When you see a vehicle on sale at Motor Jungle, you know that Motor Jungle's top-notch mechanics have gone through it with a fine-tooth comb. You'll know it's as mechanically sound as it can be. So stop by and find your next vehicle at Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
The difference between great taste and tastes great. Here's an example. When you shop at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, it shows that you have great taste. The items that you get at Stokes Market taste great. Whether it's from their fresh produce department, the meat department, the deli, or the dairy, you'll find it tastes great when you show your great taste. As you shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
The latest information from around the country and around the world. News headlines from ABC News at the top of each hour on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Bottom of the third, 3-1. Malad on top. Looking to avenge that loss to the Indians back from earlier in the year. And here in the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Bridger Bratton, Chase Briggs, and Kyler Horsley. Bratton singled, scored a run back in the first inning, and that first pitch is foul at home plate. And it's 0-1. Bratton, who had 2 hits in that first game of the year back on April the 6th back in Preston. Remember, the whole team for Malad. Only had 7 hits that day. His 0-1 pitch misses high and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Burbank going into his 3rd inning of work. The thing is, as Gregory up on the cut of the grass, the ball hit in the air along the right field line. Chug coming over near the line, crosses over and makes the catch for the out. So 1 out, and now to bring up Chase Briggs. With the injury to Devin Inglet, remember he hurt a shoulder a couple of weeks back. Well, that kind of leaves defensively, it leaves the Indian squad a little bit short-handed, as he's in the lineup at all as the designated hitter. As the pitch from Burbank's a pretty good breaking pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. That means that not only can he not catch, but he also can't take his spot out on the mound when his turn comes around. Ground ball to the left side. Madsen tries to run around it and then can't make the play. So that'll be an infield hit with 1 out. Now here that'll bring up Kyler Horsley, who reached on the fielder's choice. That got 1 run in, and then the throwing error by Oxborough got the 2nd run in back in the 1st inning. As the wind really starts to come up now and starting to blow things around. Ground ball to 2nd, there's 1. Return throw, not in time, back over at first base. So there's 2 outs. Two outs, runner at first here for Malad. Here in the 3rd. As here is Stetson Hiley. And Burbank backs off before coming home. Now he's set, and he's going to go to first base, and comes almost stumbled and made a throw over to first base, and it's such a little narrow, high mound that he stumbled trying to go to first because it falls away so quickly, and just about ended up in a heap. But a nice play by Oxborough to keep the ball from going out of play. Next pitch, runner goes over for a strike, and the throw not in time back at second base. So Horsley steals the bag, and it's pretty apparent that opponents are going to run on Hammonds every opportunity they get. As Pocatello the other day ran on him early and often, and so has Malad here today. A little chopper to the right side, left side of the mound. Grabbed there, they throw over to first. Nice play by Trevor Gregory, and a good stretch over at first base as well as they get the out, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We're done with 3 here as we go to the 4th. After 3 complete, it's still Malad 3, Preston 1.
KACA.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
Well, we move along here to the fourth inning this afternoon. So far, Malad on top, 3-1. Preston got a run in the top of the first inning, and it held pretty much quiet since then, as Brayler Tripp has allowed just one hit since the first inning of play here today. As we go here to the top of the fourth. So Carson Chug, Austin Glead, and then Seth Burbank due up here for the Indians. As the breaking pitch from Tripp misses outside and low, ball one. Preston should be used to seeing pretty good curveballs. They saw a steady diet of them the other day at Pocatello. As that pitch misses down and away again, as Chug jumps out in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Tripp comes home, 2-0. And that pitch misses down and in this time. And it's 3 balls and no strikes as Chug trying to get something going here in the top of the fourth and get back into the game. The Indians trail by 2. The 3-0 pitch over for a strike, and it's 3-1. Lefty ready again. Roxon comes in. The 3-1 pitch is down low, and it's a walk to Carson Chug to lead off here in the fourth inning. That's the first walk today, given up by Tripp. And now here's Austin Glead, who popped up his first time up. Tripp will come home. The first pitch to Glead. Ground ball to the left side. It's through into left field for a base hit. So Glead singles. Runners at first and second for the Indians here as they do get something going. Nobody out. And that'll bring up Seth Burbank with 2 men on. Burbank grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1 on the day. In fact, Burbank, who was still hitless on the year against Malad, he was 0 for 2 with a pair of walks in that first meeting, and the pitch hit foul at home plate. Wind starting to pick up, blowing in from left field here this afternoon. Tripp ready again, looks back at second and wants to bluff back to second base to try to chase Chug back, but there was nobody covering the bag. So now Briggs, the center fielder, will kind of sneak in behind him, try to keep him close. Retreats to his position, and the next pitch is hit back up the middle. A nice play at second, step on the bag, throw to first in time to get the double play. As moving over to third is Chug, and he's there now with 2 outs. So a nice play as Briggs turns it into a 4-3 double play. He's the ground ball up the middle, took him right to the bag. Got the force out on Glead. Chug now stands over at third base, and Trevor Gregory now with a chance to pick him up here with 2 outs, but it'll take a 2-out hit. As the first pitch to Gregory misses outside and low. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you from home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual. Stop at Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Next pitch to Gregory is on the corner for a called strike. And the next pitch to Gregory again hit foul, this time off the first base side. So a ball and 2 strikes on Trevor Gregory. 2 outs, top of the fourth here for the Indians. Tying run at the plate. And the pitch home off speed misses outside. And it evens at 2-2 here with 2 outs. Chug led off the inning with a walk. 2 outs later, he stands at third base, and the 2-2 offering misses down and in and runs the count full now on Gregory. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trevor flew out to right, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, hit in the air off the first base side, and again, that'll make it out of play. And it'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tripp's 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So the leadoff walk dies over at third base as Gregory strikes out. No runs, a hit, no errors, and one man left. We're done with 3.5. We'll go to the middle of the fourth. It's still Malad 3, Preston 1.
KACA.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACA.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH. KACH.
Well, still 3-1 Malad as we go here to the bottom of the fourth inning. Malad today, 3 runs on 4 hits. The Indians, 1 run on 4 hits as well. And here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Combs, Evans, and Schul due up here for the Dragons. Combs hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the second inning. He'll hit from the left side, and the first pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So for the Indians, after today, it's a waiting game. Nobody knows exactly when the playoffs will start. Nothing's been announced yet. Our guess is sometime next week, but as soon as we know, we'll let you know. As the pitch misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. It figures that the Indians will host the Diamondbacks in the first game of the postseason in the district tournament. As the pitch rolls foul back to the screen, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It also figures that the playoffs should be this coming week. As I think State, Kenny Inglet told me it was like the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So they got to get the playoffs over with. As the pitch is outside with a breaking ball, and it's now 2-2. So you got to get the district playoffs out of the way so you can have the guys ready to go to state. Burbank on the mound, his 2-2 offering. Missed outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Last inning was the first inning today that Burbank had not allowed the leadoff man to get on base. And he runs the count full here to Combs. And his 3-2 pitch on the way is down and in, ball 4. So 3 out of the 4 innings now, the leadoff man has been on for the Dragons. And another walk. His 3rd of the day to go along with a hit batter. And now here is Vincent Evans, who has one of those walks that was issued back in the second inning. First pitch to Evans, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Malad, who got off to a slow start this year, and they've played pretty well lately, although they're still a game under 500. They're 5-6-1 overall on the year in time called. Before Burbank can come home with the next pitch, so Evans backs out. Seth back up on top of the bump, looks back over at first. Combs waiting at the plate, and next pitch, showed bunt, pulled it back and takes the pitch down and away. Today's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and in Logan. If you need a car or truck for that college or high school student, stop by West Motors and save today. West Motors in Preston and in Logan. In the next pitch, up and in, fought off, but hit foul along the left field line as the runner going on the pitch. So Combs will come back, and Evans behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Malad here this afternoon. Glad to have you along with us. Burbank's 1-2. Breaking ball hit in the air toward left center field. Coming over is Thorson. He's there, makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning, and back to first base goes Combs. So 1 out, and now here's Brady Sewell. Had an RBI single, his first time up here in the game today. So here's Sewell, first pitch from Burbank, breaking ball, good one. Over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Preston outfield playing sole pretty much straight up. And the 0-1 pitch, runner goes, hit foul off the first base side, the hit and run play on again. And the pitch hit foul, and it's now 0-2. So Sewell back up there with that bright pink bat, and we talked a little bit about earlier, almost looks like a lightsaber from a Star Wars movie. And Burbank's 0-2 pitch comes back, a little poke job in the infield. Coming up to get it is the second baseman as Glead feeds it back over to first in time for the second out. And down to second base goes Combs, but he's there now with 2 outs in the inning. And that brings up the pitcher, Brailer Tripp, who struck out his first time up here this afternoon. Burbank trying to punch out to the opposite pitcher and get out of the inning, and the first pitch kind of runs it away from him a little bit. Almost a little screwball action to that ball, as on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Hit right at the second baseman. Glead goes up and gets it at the top of his jump and able to bring it in. And the Dragons are gone here in the 4th. No runs, a walk, and a man left standing out at second base here in the inning. And we are done with 4 complete. We'll go to the 5th. It's still Malad 3, Preston 1.
KACA.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Start your Sunday mornings with inspirational music, thoughts, and stories. It's the Sounds of Sunday. Sunday mornings, 6 a.m. to noon on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH. Well, Preston's starting to run out of outs here now as we go to the top of the 5th. As Emery Thorson will lead it off. And then back to the top of the order, Ashton Madsen and Devin Inglet due up for the Indians as they trail 3-1. Today's game brought to you in part by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. You know them, you trust them, they're here to stay. So here comes Thorson as we'll go to work here in the top of the fifth. 3-1. The Dragons on top, but it's been that way since the bottom of the second inning, as neither team has scored in the last 2.5 innings. Thorson reached on an error his first time up, but was left of standing over at first base. So here's Emery to lead it off, as he got a new pitcher on here for the Dragons, as they'll switch and now go to a right-hander. So we can figure out who this is, as the first pitch misses outside, ball one, 1 ball and no strikes. As the new pitcher is the right fielder, Brady Sewell, who comes in. As pitch to Thorson is swung on and hit foul back to the screen. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. So Sewell comes in to pitch. Looks like Tripp goes out to play in right field. As the 2-1 pitch misses. Now, I'll correct myself. Now it's 3-2, the umpire says. And the 3-2 pitch is a breaking ball for a called third strike. So Thorson goes out on strikes. He takes a called third strike. First strikeout for Sewell. And just the second Preston batter to go down on strikes here today. So back to the top of the order now, Ashton Madsen. And the first pitch to Ash misses outside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. So Tripp, who went 4 innings today, gave up a run. That pitch misses down in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. A run earned on 4 hits. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 1, but he also hit a batter. Next pitch, again, breaking ball, stays high to Madsen. As Ashton jumps way out in front here in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. And again, the pitch home. Misses down low, and Ashton walks on 4 pitches. So Ashton heads down to first base as Sewell walks his first. So here's Devin Inglet, who will turn around and hit from the right side. Singled, fouled out, and the first pitch, a big breaking ball that misses up and in, ball 1 ball and no strikes. The right-hander Sewell ready again. That pitch misses down and away as they throw behind Madsen back over to first base, not in time. That's 6 consecutive balls now thrown by Sewell after the strikeout of Thorson. Next pitch hit on the ground to the right side. They can have 1 play, that to first base, and you got to hurry to get that as they're able to throw out Inglet, as Madsen will move up to second base, and he's there with 1 out. Check that with 2 outs, rather. So 2 outs, and now here's Oxborough. Chase today scoring fly ball and was out on a great catch by the center fielder, Bratton. As Oxborough hit a ball in the gap in right center field, and he had to chase him all the way back near the fence to make a stumbling, rolling catch out in right center field. And the first pitch here misses down and in, ball 1. 1-0 pitch, ground ball. Again, the second baseman with a nice big bounce as Briggs able to throw out Oxborough, and the Indians are gone here in the top of the 5th. No runs, a hit, a walk. Preston leaves a man. They've now left 5 men on base through the 5 innings of play. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 3-1 Malad.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at West Motor Company.
Hey, ranchers and growers, remember you can start your day with the latest information and market trends. It's the Morning Farm Block. Weekday mornings at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So it stays 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. And the Malad Dragons will start from the top of the order. Jalen Ward, Bridger Bratton, and then Chase Briggs. Ward walked, struck out, 0 for 1 officially on the day. As Seth Burbank stays out there as we go to the bottom of the fifth. First pitch home, hit on the ground. Big hop over the head of the shortstop Madsen as that ball kangarooed about 12 feet in the air and over Madsen's head. So a leadoff hit for Ward as he's over there at first base. The leadoff man on again for the Dragons. That's 4 of the 5 innings now that they've had the leadoff man on base. So here's Bratton. Singled, flew out to right. Runner goes. Pitch misses down. The throw is going to be late at second base. So once again, as soon as they get somebody on base and at the first opportunity, they start the runner. As they have no respect at all for the arm of Hammonds behind home plate. Now the bunt out in front of the mound. Good bunt out to get it as Hammonds throw to first just in time. That's a fine throw as Hammond shows off his arm there. It's a sacrifice bunt for Bratton. And that moves the runner over to third base. So with 1 out, a little bit of an insurance run now stands over at third as Chase Briggs will come up with a pair of hits in the game already and now looking to pick up the run. Singled in the first, singled in the third. Here he is in the fifth. Gregory plays at the cut of the grass over at third, and the first pitch hit in the air off the first base side. That'll be foul and out of play. Today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance. Offering many options for your insurance coverage needs, you can get a free competitive quote today at their office at 85 South State Street in Preston, or give them a call at 852-2500. That's 852-2500 for Rounds & Associates Insurance. Next pitch, breaking ball, hit in the air to right center field. That's going to get the run in. As coming up to make the catch is Chug. Tagging and coming in is Ward. And the throw at the plate is, wow, close. Heck of a throw by Chug, but just late at home plate, and Ward able to slide around the tag. So it's a scoring fly ball, but Chug shows off the arm and almost got the out. So there's 2 outs, base is empty, and now it's 4-1. And here is Kyler Horsley, the shortstop, and takes the first pitch for a strike. So Chug shows off that arm out there in right field. Certainly made the play at the plate a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, as the 0-1 pitch misses up and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So that's the first run scored since the bottom of the second inning in the game. And it's now 4-1 Malad. Next pitch misses down and away. So Kenny Inglett, the head coach for the Indians, sticking with Burbank here through the bottom of the 5th inning and trying to get adequate rest for all of his arms after that big series against Pocatello wrapped up, as the 2-1 pitch misses high, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. Comes the 3-1 pitch. That's roped and past Madsen at shortstop out into left center field. It's a 2-out hit for Horsley, his first of the game. Second hit of the inning. 6th hit overall on the day here for the Dragons. And with 2 outs and a man at first base, here is Stetson Hiley, the third baseman. Hit into a double play and grounded out to third. 0 for 2 on the day is Hiley. As he'll come up and hit from the right side. And time called. As wants to take an opportunity to step out, look back down to the third base coach, dealing out the cards over there at third base. And you got to figure that Horsley's going to be running. Off to a walking lead, and there he goes as the pitch is high, and the throw is pretty good, and gets away as it rolls into short right center field. As Preston able to go pick it up. It's a pretty good throw, just wasn't handled at the bag. As Horsley had almost a walking lead over there at first base, and Burbank never did actually make him stop. As the pitch comes home, missed outside, ball 1. Two balls and a strike. Now hold on, now the umpire corrects himself and says it's 2-0. Said a moment ago it was 2-1. Again, the pitch hit foul back into the screen. 2 balls and a strike. For Malad, they play over here in a little park just in the city center area, and there's talk going on that they will play in a brand new ballpark on campus next year. But that remains to be seen. As that pitch hit foul, stays at 2-2. Off the first base side, as Hiley back up there now. 2 outs, man at second base, a run in. It's 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. As the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Off speed, Burbank pulled the string on him a little bit, but the pitch missed outside. And runs the count full, now 3-2 with 2 outs. And here comes the 3-2 pitch from Burbank. Hit in the air, foul again off the first base side. Today's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, fresh bakery items, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. Higley back up there, and the pitch is hit back up the middle, but right there is the second baseman. Glead has it, throws to first in time for the out, and the inning is over. However, Malad adds a run on 2 hits, and they leave a man here in the bottom of the 5th. We are done with 5, as Preston now trailing by a score of 4-1.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
Hey, ranchers and growers, remember you can start your day with the latest information and market trends. It's the Morning Farm Block. Weekday mornings at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Top of the sixth inning. And Preston, in that first game of the year between Preston and Malad, the Indians scored 19 runs in the first 2 innings. Today, they haven't scored since the top of the first inning, and they trail 4-1 here as we go to the sixth. Wynn, Chug, and Glead do up for the Indians. As Sewell comes home and the first pitch rolled weakly out toward the second baseman. Briggs has it, straightens and throws to first. And not in time. Wow. Wynn hustling up the line, beat it out. So a little ground ball to the right side, and Damon Wynn hustling up the line, able to beat it out. Now here's Carson Chug. So good wheels for Wynn, able to beat out that little roller up along the right side. Chug walked, singled, been on base both times up here today. First pitch from Sewell is up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. So Preston needs to get some offense going. They would have the tying run standing on deck at the moment as they trail 4-1. Look out, that pitch up and in hits Chug, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Second hit batter of the day for Preston hitters. As Chug heads down to first base, he's been on base all 3 times, but not able to come around to score yet today. And now here is Austin Glead. Glead singled and popped up, 1 for 2. Hold on a minute as we check on Chug over at first base. Took that pitch up and in. Now pulling off his batting gloves over there at first base and kind of used his left arm to kind of protect himself. So make sure that that wing is okay before we go back to work. And here's the first pitch to Glead. It's up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield straight away and deep. Pitch home to Glead. Slice toward right field. That's going to get in for a hit. As here comes Wynn around third. He will come in to score as the throw gets away at home plate, and both runners will move up an extra 90 feet, and the tying run now at second base with nobody out. So Glead with his second hit of the game, an RBI single as Wynn hustles in to score to make it 4-2, and still with nobody out. Here's Seth Burbank to try to move the runners along, but first Bo Clark is going to come out to the mound and talk to his pitcher. Today's game brought to you by Preston Dental Care. You know, we all have those times when we need a professional to take care of our teeth. That's when you need to call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. So call today, 852-3700, or stop by the office at 135 South State Street in Preston. So the Indians, who averaged the highest number of runs of teams in their district, up over 8.5 runs per game. They've been throttled back pretty well so far here today by Malad pitching. But the 2 hits and a hit batter produce a run with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. And Bo Clark still standing out there at the mound. Now he'll turn and head back toward the dugout with Burbank at the plate, 0 for 2. Grounded out and rolled into a double play with the tying runs on base and scoring position for the Indians here. So here comes Burbank as Sewell will work out of the windup, and the first pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom third of the order today for the Indians. Burbank, Gregory, and Thorson, a collective 0 for 6 as the pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 offering. Breaking ball rolled foul up along the third base side, and it's 1-2. So the wind starting to gust back up a little bit after being fairly calm for an inning or so. As a ground ball hit to the right side, that'll get the run in as Burbank grounds out to the second baseman, and it's now 4-3. So it's productive out for the Indians as Burbank grounds out to pick up a run as Chuck comes in to score. The tying run now at third base with 1 out. And let's see if Trevor Gregory can pick up the run. Gregory 0 for 2 today, is flown out to right and struck out. First pitch to Trevor, hit in the air toward the gap in left center field. Could be trouble. It's deep enough to get the run home no matter what, as it's caught out there in the deepest part of left center field, but staying at third base for whatever reason was Glead. He didn't come in. So Gregory flies out, second out of the inning, but Glead stayed at third base, didn't try to come home on the fly ball. Now here's Emery Thorson with 2 outs. Thorson reached on an error and took a called third strike, 0 for 2 on the day. Sewell, next pitch floats outside again. 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning for the Indians. Next pitch to Emery, that's over for a strike. 2 balls and a strike on Emery. Now the 2-1 offering. As the pitch is outside, or I should say hit foul off the end of the bat. Breaking ball that was well off the plate, but Thorson just able to get a piece of it and spin it out of the catcher's glove. Next pitch, look out. That is inside, just missed Thorson apparently. I looked like it had hit him, but the umpire says no. So Thorson back up in there again. And the next pitch home, swung on and missed. So a fastball in on the hands. Thorson strikes out, and Preston leaves the tying run standing over at third base. They get 2 on a pair of hits, but they still run short as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. After 5.5, it's Malad 4 and Preston 3.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837. Used vehicles retain their value longer than new vehicles do. That's a fact. So when you're shopping for a vehicle, don't forget to look at the pre-owned vehicles you'll find at Motor Jungle in Preston. When you see a vehicle on sale at Motor Jungle, you know that Motor Jungle's top-notch mechanics have gone through it with a fine-tooth comb. You'll know it's as mechanically sound as it can be. So stop by and find your next vehicle at Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street. Find out the latest on livestock trends and ag information with Rick Haynes. It's Haynes at the Range, Saturday mornings at 10 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So as we go here to the bottom of the sixth inning, Preston will go to the bullpen here and bring in a new pitcher as Trevor Gregory comes into work. First pitch over for a strike. The next pitch to Combs is rolled foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So Burbank went 5, allowed 4 runs on a total of 6 hits. Pretty good outing for Seth. And trails 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-0 pitch hit down into the corner, and that is a fair ball as thinking about going is Combs, and now he'll head to second base, and he has a double to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Combs doubles into the right field corner, and now Vincent, Sewell, and Tripp will try to pick him up. Here's Vincent Evans. Walked and flew out, so 0 for 1 officially on the day. As rolled wide of third, cut off by Burbank, holds the runner, goes to first in time for the out. They throw back to third, and advancing on the play anyway is Combs, and he's now there with 1 out. Nice play by Burbank to cut that ball off to keep it from going into left field, but the runner Combs able to move up on the ground ball anyway, and with 1 out, another insurance run back over there at third base. And here now is the pitcher, Brady Sewell, as the first pitch from Trevor Gregory, breaking ball up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. It's becoming a little bit more overcast and ultraviolet and a little bit more difficult to see here looking back into the sun. The 1-0. It's over for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Good pitch by Trevor Gregory. Boy, if you can get Sewell here without having the run come in, as that pitch hit foul, and it's 1-2. Brayler Tripp, who's 0 for 2, waiting on deck, then you can get out of the inning and keep it a 1-run game going to the 7th inning. Gregory ready again. Rocks and comes home. Pitch is foul into the glove, and there's the strikeout that you needed. Now that's the 2nd out. Now here's Tripp, and there's your escape hatch right here to get out of the inning. Tripp 0 for 2. Struck out into a double play and lined out. You're looking ahead of the 7th inning for the Indians as that pitch misses outside, ball 1. The Indians will have the top of the order coming up in the 7th inning. Gregory's next pitch, a little roller in the infield. Coming up quickly, Glead. He'll flip it to Oxborough, and the inning is over, and the leadoff double is stranded out on the bases. No runs, a hit and 1 left. We'll go to the 7th inning. It's a 1-run game. It is Malad 4, Preston 3, and we'll be right back.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
The latest information from around the country and around the world. News headlines from ABC News at the top of each hour on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we've reached the 7th inning here this afternoon as the Indians trail by a run, 4-3. As they will start here from the top of the order here in the top of the 7th inning. Ashton Madsen, Devin Inglett, and then Chase Oxborough due up here for the Indians. Preston got off the mat, scored a pair in the 6th inning, got back to within a run, and then a great job on the mound by Trevor Gregory to get the last 2 outs without allowing the go-ahead, an insurance run to come in and score for Malad and keep it a 1-run game. So we'll go to the 7th inning, 4-3, Malad leads, and here's Madsen coming to the plate. Ashton today, 0 for 1 officially, but he's been hit by a pitch, walked, and flew out to left. So 0 for 1 for Madsen, and a big at-bat here to try to get something going for the Indians here in the top of the 7th inning. As the first pitch to Madsen misses outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Schowel, the right-hander, rocks and comes home. Next pitch to Madsen is hit in the air toward left field. As going back on the ball is Ward. He's there and makes the catch for the out. So Madsen flies out to left. First out here in the 7th. And now here is Devin Inglett. Inglett singled in the first, fouled out and ground out since then, 1 for 3. And the first pitch, the breaking ball, is called strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch stays high this time from Schowel, and it's a ball and a strike. Here, you look around here, is in the 7th inning. There's a lot of folks here now as the pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Folks bringing their lawn chairs, coming out enjoying a Saturday in the park, and pretty much lining the outfield foul lines all the way down to the foul poles. The 1-2 pitch missed outside. Schowel ready, comes back. The 2-2 pitch is on the corner, strike 3 called. So a steady diet of breaking pitches to Inglett set him up for a fastball on the outside edge, and it was a good pitch, and now all of a sudden Preston's down to their last out. So here is Oxborough. Had a scoring fly ball in the first inning. Since then he's grounded out and flew out and takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. So Oxborough, all of a sudden, now Preston's last hope to keep things going. As he hits a ball, big chopper to the first baseman. It's off his glove, picked up there by the second baseman, Brad Briggs, who feeds it back over to first in time for the out as the Indians go in order here in the top of the 7th inning, and that's your ball game here this afternoon as Malad will hold on and beat the Indians by the final score of 4-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. The post-game show coming up next here on KACH. Today's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market, True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care. When you have occasion when you need a professional to look at your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. Looking for a quality used car? Stop by and see what Motor Jungle has to offer. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. If you and I are out of dollars and cents, oh honey, we can always share a little hole in the fence. It's a beautiful day for the ladies, so throw all your dishes away. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. At the ball game, a wonderful ball game today. Wow!
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for the Preston Indian postgame show. Coming up, we'll review the just completed game, name our player of the game, take a look at the scoreboard, and what's on tap for the Indians. It's all up next on the Preston Indian postgame show. Well, welcome back to Malad here this afternoon as the Malad Dragons knock off the Indians as they hold on this afternoon for the 4-3 win. As Preston threatened late, got a couple of runs in the sixth inning to get back within a run. Wiggled off the hook, did Trevor Gregory in the bottom of the sixth to keep the game a one-run game. But then the Indians go out in order in the top of the seventh inning. Final totals today for Malad to win it: 4 runs on 7 hits. They left 5 men on base. For the Indians, they had 3 runs on 6 hits, and they left a total of 6. It was the winning pitcher, Bryler Tripp, who went 4 innings today, allowed the 1 run on a total of 4 hits. Will hold on to get the win here this afternoon. Seth Burbank, who allowed 4 runs on 6 hits over 5 innings of work, takes the loss, and the save will go to Brady Schowell to come in and get the final 6 outs for the Malad Dragons here this afternoon. Pretty good game in an hour and 37 minutes here on this Saturday. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back and we'll talk about our player of the game. That's right after this, so stay with us here on KACH.
KACH. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH. KACH.
Sorry, having a hard time seeing the computer screen out here in the bright sunshine. Anyway, we'll get. Let's talk about our player of the game here this afternoon. Brought to you by our player of the game. Brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Let's give it to starting and winning pitcher for the Malad Dragons here this afternoon, Brayler Tripp, who allowed just one run on 4 hits to pick up the victory here this afternoon. He kept Preston off after giving up a run at the top of the first inning. They didn't score again until the 6th. That really kept the Indians not only off balance but also off base and went all the way to pick up the victory here this afternoon. So our player of the game, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, is starting and winning pitcher today, Brayler Tripp for the Malad Dragons. Ralph's Construction brings you our player of the game. Remember, they're building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston as they get ready to break ground here on Phase 3. Now's the time to contact them about a lot or design options for a home that can be built for you. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. So for the Indians, they get ready for the postseason. As they drop the final 2 games of the regular season, they end the year with a 10-6-1 mark as they get ready to take on the Century Diamondbacks in the opening round of the district playoffs. We'll let you know exactly when that will be, when that announcement is made, and the time of the game, but we will have it for you whenever it is here on KACH. So until then, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio engineer today was John Beverly. I'm Dan Hubbard here in Malad, reminding you of the final score as the Malad Dragons hold on and beat the Indians today by the final score of 4-3. From here in Malad, we'll say goodnight and have a great Saturday, everybody.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH. KACH.